What is up guys, Brandon Fuel Up or COD Gameplay here. In today's video I am playing some free-for-all on the map Warhawk. In today's video I will be playing with a sniper and a little pistol, and I'll be running the assault kill streak of a UAV, a dogs, and an attack helicopter. I apologize if I just called it a UAV because I know it's not actually called a UAV, but I haven't played this game in like 4 months, so cut me some slack while I place down that UAV of sorts. So, I'm playing with a sniper, and I've already gotten into the rhythm of the game, I find. I've taken quite a big break of 4 months of not playing my Xbox at all, or for not Call of Duty at all. I played a little bit of Xbox, but I've been mostly playing League of Legends, like I said, and not playing Call of Duty for a while, especially not playing a first-person shooter on a controller. Makes a huge difference, I find. Coming back to it, it feels really weird, but after a day or two, you get back in the rhythm, and I'm still not in my prime like I was before, where I could still pull like 30 in 2 games, all gun kills in a free-for-all. I'm finding that the most fun that I have in this game is in free-for-all, and that ground war and domination are just like a cluster of nonsense, I find. The way that the maps are set up, I'm gonna talk about the maps for a second, because it really kind of frustrates me what this way that Call of Duty's progressed with the maps. I find that's been really downhill, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ever since I started playing Call of Duty and World at War, I went back to Call of Duty 4, and then I went into Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 maps were the greatest maps out of any single first-person shooter I have ever played in my life. Nothing compares to the Modern Warfare 2 maps for Favela, High Rise. Just every map was so beautifully made. It was so good. There was nothing that could compare to it. Modern Warfare 2 was only ruined by noob tubes and like little cheap stuff like that. But otherwise, I think Modern Warfare 2 was one of the most fun times I ever had in Call of Duty. And the main reason was because of the maps. The maps are so good, like so well built, that it was just so easy to play. And it was just not easy, but it was so fun to play because there was a lot of action. The color of the maps are so good. They're so beautiful. And now look how Call of Duty is progressing. It's progressing in a state that the maps are becoming more grungy, more depressing, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, because what's happening is that people are blending into the environment, and when you're playing a shooter and people can blend into the environment, what does that cause? Think for a second. If you can blend into the environment, what will you most likely be doing? You'll be trying to camp, you'll be trying to hug the walls and sticking with the environment, and people with smaller TVs, people that that maybe don't have the best eyes or whatever, they're not going to see you. And it's a really big issue, I find, that it's just you can't see people as much in this game. Everything is like a monotone color, and it's really depressing when you're playing the game and you're like, wow, this shade of red is in like the bricks. The bricks are, the whole map is this color bricks, and there's no real blues. Like I find the whole game is dominated by like a brown and yellow color. I don't really like that. I really hope in the next Call of Duty what they do is that they take the colors and they bring back the vibrant colors of Modern Warfare 2. They bring back those colors that made it such a good game when we did play it and we did enjoy it before the noob tubes and all that one-man army bullcrap. The game was so well built with the maps and the design of everything that it was just such an enjoyable game. Now, another thing of the maps on Ghosts, and one reason why I find that it's just a weird game to play at the moment, is the way that the maps are built. I find that the flow of the game is really different from any other Call of Duty. I find that when they made the maps, the objective of the map was to have all of this action right in the middle, and you had it's like just a cluster in the middle, and then surrounding it is just buildings and stuff looking into the middle. But what they didn't think about was that having that middle open environment makes it so no one's going to go there. people learn from their mistakes, and they realize that when you go to the middle of the map, you're gonna die because there's so many people looking towards the middle of the map. And what's that created in this game is that you have a free-for-all game of around, let's just say, like, you have a free-for-all game of 8 people, you have 7 other opponents, and no one goes to the middle. Everyone stays around the outside. And what that means is that because they're all around the outside of the map, they're split throughout the entire map. And you're not going to see people across the entire map because there's buildings away and all that other stuff. So what's happening is that you're essentially playing a 1v3 on half the map. If that makes any sense whatsoever, please comment, like, tell me what you think, because I really think that that's the way that the game is going, is in this kind of sluggish environment, this sluggish gameplay, that you have to stick around the outside of the map to survive. And I've always told people that play Call of Duty to stick around the outside of the map, but in this game I find that the outside of the map is where you need to be. It's not a tip. It's not a tip that, okay, you need to go to the outside of the map to do good. You just need to go to the outside of the map to not die, because going to the inside of the map, you're going to die instantly, and you're not going to be able to play the game at all. You're just going to be dying over and over and over again. So, that's just my perspective of this game. I'm still having fun playing it. This is not like, I'm not having a horrible time playing it at all. It's just a perspective that I have coming back from the game after having a little break and realizing how these maps are played. One thing that you have to keep in mind is that memory is not 20/20. When you think of something like Modern Warfare 2, and I'm commenting on Modern Warfare 2 right now, saying how the maps are so good, but obviously the game had some flaws when we did play it, and looking back you're like, wow, Modern Warfare 2 is the best game of all time, but at the time you're like, wow, this is so stressful. So keep in mind when people do say that, oh wow, this game is so good, go back to playing it. A lot of the time what happens is that the game was so fondly engraved in your memory of the good times, so you forget about the bad times. So I hope this game progresses in a good state, because so far I'm enjoying it. Especially on the Xbox One, I'm enjoying it. The graphics are really good, although they are grungy, they are brownish, they're depressing. The graphics are good. There's nothing wrong with the graphics. It's sharp. I can play in 1080p, and I'm having a good time. So anyways, guys, I believe my last kill is coming up right here. I finished 30-7 with a sniper. It was a fun game and all that grid stuff, but I am back. Second video in 2 days. What do you think about that? Thanks for watching, guys. Love you a long time, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.